Nathan, tell me about the design.
So we'll start with interim analyses after first 100 patients have completed the primary endpoint follow-up. So that's in a 2 treatment group design. Obviously that will change depending if we have more than 2 arms within the trial. And then every 50 patients thereafter that. And we have a Bayesian version of the win ratio. So we're essentially taking the log estimate of the win ratio and the standard error and then combining that with a prior within a Monte Carlo simulation to get a posterior probability on that. One other kind of unique feature of this adaptive platform trial is we have 2 different bins, and so the investigative team will pre-specify whether this is a high differentiation trial or a low differentiation trial. So PAST or HIP is what we would call a high differentiation trial. These surgeries are very different than one another. We need more certainty in our estimate to stop the trial. We have other intervention domains that we're considering, for example, 2 different nutritional supplementations that are pretty similar, doesn't really affect the patient differently one way or the other. Maybe there's a treatment benefit, but the actual burden of taking one treatment versus the other is not that different. That would be a low differentiation comparison. So the stopping criteria and the posterior probability that we require to trigger either superiority, inferiority, equivalence is different whether it's a high differentiation or low differentiation. Also, there's a different prior applied to either one. So there's a more skeptical prior applied to the high differentiation, not a skeptical with the low differentiation.